Okay, off you go.
Yep, so today's Tip Tuesday, we're going to be sowing our lithops today. So we're going to be doing the Leslie albinicas that we collected early November. So you see them there. There's a lot of them, and that was all from those few seed pods. So hopefully next year this year we'll get a lot more out of our parent plants. So you'll see the mix that we've done. This is our seed raising mix for the lithops. You'll see that these guys were done 15th of September last year, and looking happy. You can already see that they're actually starting to split already, some of them. So
they're so cute.
Around 4 to 6 months seedlings will take to go through that splitting, getting their true leaves. So all I'm going to do, hopefully my seed don't blow away, because it's quite windy here, and I highly recommend probably doing this inside. So what I'm going to be doing is putting the seed in the bowl. I'm going to be adding some river sand, coarse river sand, and what that's going to help do is to hopefully it's to evenly distribute the seed around our mix here. It'll also help because you'll see we've got the zeolite here, so that'll also help to fill up some of the little voids and pockets in there when the seed hits. Just trying to create the natural environment as much as possible. That's normally what would happen there, is the seed would fall into little crevices or little cracks, and then that would germinate. So what I'm going to do...
If the seed blows away, I'm going to cry, Michael.
Hopefully not. Alright, so I'm going to tip them in there. I've chosen the Leslie albinicas because they got a much bigger seed as opposed to some of our other ones. So hopefully it'll be a bit better there. Alright, so we've got our seed out there. I'm just going to put a couple of pinches of sand in there, maybe a bit more. Then I'm just going to mix it around. So you see all the seeds mixed around, mixing with the sand. So you can use a spoon to help move, to evenly help distribute the seed around. So yeah, I'm just going to dust it like that, put it around, all around here. And hopefully we'll get lots of happy Leslie albinicas popping up. So they don't take long at all. So you can start to notice germination after a few days. Even sometimes it takes a little bit longer if it's quite fresh seed. After you've collected it, sometimes it can take longer, so you'll get quite an... Sorry, I'll do it this way, it's probably a bit better. Alright, that's pretty confident that's all the seed out of there. And then all I'm going to do next is just splash a little bit of water on there, and that'll actually start the process. So you don't want to let it pool, you just want to have it running out of your watering can and then just go across. So it's very quick movement, like that. See?
Golly.
So do that a couple times. And that's all that's needed there. So you can pre-wet your potting mix before sowing the seed. It was already a bit moist there, and that's okay. So we're just going to wet on top, help those seed to stick to the mix. And I like to use a container like this, which is perfect size to put two seed raising trays in. And then what I would do then, so definitely good to label your lithops. So especially if you've got specific species, so Leslie albinicas or Satos violet and stuff like that, good to label them. And then I'll put the lid on top. So we want to create humidity because that's how these guys will germinate. So we'll leave them on till they start germinating there, and then once we've got most of the seed, well, I think a lot of the seed is germinated, then what we'll do then is slowly just take a bit of the lid off and just leave it on there for most of the day, just to start allowing a little bit of ventilation in there. So best to keep this out of direct sunlight, because once your seeds start germinating, it'll cook them very quickly. So it's best to put them in an indirect spot, or maybe a little bit of, maybe an hour or so of morning sun, and then the rest shade. So we just put these underneath our benches and let them do their thing. So yeah, so they'll only take a few days, 7 days, depending on the species. Can even take longer, and also depends on how fresh your seed is. So the fresher it is, you'll get longer germination and inconsistent germination as well. So the longer you've let it to store, the quicker it should. So hopefully you found that helpful. Any other questions, please shoot them through, and have a great week. Please liking our stuff, subscribing. Please keep throwing out suggestions there of different tips that you'd like us to do as well. We hope you're enjoying them. And yeah, catch you next week. See yous.